Hey guys, welcome to the Terraform for Beginners series. So far, we have covered many topics in Terraform, such as what Terraform is, how to write code in Terraform, how to create EC2 instances using code in Terraform, what the Terraform state file is, and what variables are in Terraform, and a lot of many other things. I hope you have watched all these videos because these are the basic topics of Terraform. And from today, we will be cover some advanced topics in Terraform in the upcoming videos. This includes topics like local values, Terraform functions, data sources, dynamic blocks, and much more. And I will make a complete effort to explain these advanced topics to you in a simple way so that you can learn each concept very well and not just theoretically but also practically. So today, we are going to start with the first topic from Terraform's advanced topics, which is local values in Terraform. Local values. What are they in Terraform? Before we delve into learning that, let's revisit the concept of variables. In a similar manner to how we assign a name to a static value in the concept of variables, and this value is being used multiple times in the code and has the potential to change in the future, we assign a name to it, and wherever we want to use it in the code, we use that name. This is the concept of our variables, right? So just like how variables work, local values work in Terraform in a similar fashion. In local values, we also assign a name, but not to a single static value like a variable. Instead, we assign it to an entire expression. An expression that is being repeated multiple times in your code and has the possibility of changing its value in the future. Even if it doesn't change, it's a common expression that is being repeated. So we assign a name to this entire expression, and wherever that expression is being used, just like a variable, we use its name. So this is how our concept of local values works in Terraform. It's just like variables. I hope you have understood it theoretically through this explanation. But let's implement this thing practically once to see what its use case is so that you can learn it practically. So let's move on towards our VS Code. Today, inside our Terraform file, we have the code for 3 resources. The first one is our AWS instance, which we will create for development purposes, and we have assigned dev as a local name for this resource. The second one is again a resource for an AWS instance that we have named prod. The third resource is for our AWS EBS volume, through which we will create an EBS volume on AWS, and we have named it volume. And each of these 3 resources has its own sets of configurations. But here you can see that there is a common expression in all 3 resources, and that expression is for tags. But let's talk about why their tags are common and how they are. So generally, you will observe this thing in the real world when you work in the real world, that we use tags extensively on resources so that we can identify them to understand why they were created, for which team they were created, or which team created them. And to identify this, we assign tags to resources. It's possible that there are some common tags for a particular team through which the resource created by that team can be identified. And those same common tags are assigned to all of their resources. For example, let's say these are the 3 resources we are creating for a specific team, and to identify these resources, we have assigned tags. The team tag, which is DevOps, and the purpose of creation, which could be, for example, monitoring, meaning these 3 resources belongs to the DevOps team and we are creating them for monitoring purposes. Hence, these tags are common within all 3 resources and will not change. But repeating this entire expression multiple times in lines of code is not a proper or a standard way. That's where Terraform provides us the functionality to define local values. So within local values, we assign a name to this entire expression. That is this common expression related to tags. And let's name it common underscore tags. And this entire expression will come within the brackets of locals. Meaning, if we want to make any expression a local value, to define it, we write locals, and within its brackets, you write your expression and assign it a name. This is how we have defined our first local, which contains our common tags. So now here, wherever we want to use these common tags, that is the tags related to the team and purpose, inside our resources, we can write local.common underscore tags, which means the name you assigned to that common tags expression. In this way, wherever we want to use these tags, we can use this common tag local value by using local dot and the name of that expression. Now let's save this file once and run Terraform plan to see if these tags are being assigned to our resources or not. As soon as our Terraform plan command completely runs, you will see in its output that it will add 3 resources for us, in which we have 2 AWS instances and 1 EBS volume. And you will see that the common tags we defined inside the local have been assigned to all the resources. So this teaches us that for an expression that is repeated multiple times in your code, you can assign that expression a name using the concept of locals. And then wherever you want to use it in the code, you can use it using local dot the name of the expression. So this was our concept for today, and you will find this code on our GitHub repository, and the link will be available in the description box. I encourage you to practice and try this out by yourself. If you have any doubt at any point, feel free to let us know in the comment section. With this, we will end this video right here, and we will see you in the next one. If you found the video informative, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.